Welcome to the Pit Life Barbecue Podcast. Join us around the pit as we talk all things barbecue. Now here is your host, Johnny Maggs.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Pit Life Barbecue Podcast, episode 418, coming to you live from the Uncle Steve Shake Studios in Center Bonstead, New Hampshire. It's the podcast where we talk everything barbecue and a lot of other topics that you normally talk around the pit. Happy Monday, everybody. Thank you all for tuning in. We got, let's see, Daddy Dutch. You know, he's asking the first question, who is this TD chick? You know, and he's starting all his stuff. Then we got NBL jump in. Then Daddy Dutch with a go pack go. Here we go. Jesus Christ already. Brother Lep, what's happening? But yeah, guys, let's get into it. Matt Carpenter, what's happening? So tonight's episode brought to you by Uncle Steve Shake. Uncle Steve, America's favorite uncle. Man, to start out with 3 flavors, the original, the Gator Shake, the spicier, then the thick meat, then boom. Next thing you know, 19 amazing flavors, also the sauce with no name. Steve prides himself on freshness. Everything he does uses the freshest ingredients all the time. It's mixed exactly when you order it. Nothing sitting on a shelf for, weeks, months on end. And he wears all the hats. He's mixing the shake, bottling, labeling, packaging, shipping. He's answering the phone calls. He's answering the emails. He'll get in touch with you if he has a question about your order. He wants it to be perfect. Like I said, 19 amazing flavors. The original, the Gator, the competition line, the magic ribs, the Mi Amigo, the dessert shake, the list goes on and on. So check him out at UncleSteveShake.com. Also follow along on Facebook at Uncle Steve Shake Nation. Uncle Steve Shake, shake some on everything. Also brought to you by Joe's Meat Market, the Diamond of Royce City, Texas. Gabriel and his crew do an amazing job day in, day out. Always the top grade of proteins available daily. You need a specific thickness cut, Gabriel's got you. You need something he might not carry on the regular. He'll work with you to get it in. Produce brought in fresh daily. Then for all us comp and backyard guys and gals, he's got us covered too. Multiple lines of rubs, seasonings, sauces, injections, marinades. The list goes on and on, including the Joe's Meat Market house line, which I believe he's up there to about 19 himself. So check that out. Now an official Nomad dealer. So you'll need Nomad grills, Nomad charcoal, Nomad fire sticks. Right there, one-stop shop, right in Joe's Meat Market. All your Nomad needs. Also carrying Texas oil dust charcoal within the past month or so. So he's got you covered on whatever you're looking for. And while you're there, you feel a little hungry, he's got you covered there too. Gabriel's mom's behind the counter whipping up some of the freshest cuisine out there. So grab a plate, grab a bowl, sit down with the boys, make a new friend, talk barbecue, talk life, just relax a little bit. It's what it's all about. And like I said, folks, if you're ever in the Royce City area, swing by Joe's Meat Market. Tell Gabriel and the crew I sent you. Remember, folks, Joe's Meat Market for the win. And last but not least, brought to you by the Champions Barbecue Alliance, the 2026 road to barbecue greatness runs through New England this season and beyond. The New England Triple Crown is back for year 2 and bringing the next battle for the belt buckle with it. Introducing the 2026 Uncle Steve Shake New England Triple Crown, sanctioned by the Champions Barbecue Alliance. 3 competitions, 3 states, 1 champion. This isn't a one-weekend win. It's a season-long battle for consistency and barbecue fire. If you want to win, if you want the crown, you got to run the gauntlet. Back in June, we had the first leg, 7 Maple Showdown in New Hampshire. Second leg this coming weekend, the Rhode Island State Barbecue Championship in Coventry, Rhode Island. Spots are still available. Did I mention it's an auto to the jack? Did I also mention it's your last chance auto before the calendar flips? So after this weekend, you'll be playing for 2027. So sign up now. If you're in the area, want to come out, let's go. Then the third and final leg, Camp Harkness Beachside Smoke Showdown in Waterford, Connecticut in September. Show up and show out with your best chicken, ribs, pork, and brisket. Jackpots and unique opportunities included Loaded Bloody Mary, Future Q, and Women of Q events this year is bound to be fire. Only one team will stand at the end, New England Triple Crown champion. Registration open. Step up and show out, powered by Uncle Steve Shake. All righty. We had a couple more jump in here. Let us see. Stephen X 4008, long-time listener, first-time watching. A word, y'all. Stephen, thank you for tuning in, brother. Nice to meet you, my man. Larry Vaughn, afternoon from South Jersey. Tim Rogers, up to barbecue. What's happening, party people? Hope everyone had a great weekend. Absolutely. And there's Gabriel. What's up, Joe's Meat Market? All right, guys, I hope you're ready. Because every time I am graced with this gentleman's presence, we go at it and we have a good old time. You know, I think this might be 1, 2, 3. Man, this might be the 5th or 6th appearance now. This will be the 5, I think. I actually went back and listened to the 400th episode the other day, and in your video. So, yeah, this will be the 5th appearance. Dutch, he's nipping at your heels. We can fix this real quick this month if we wanted to. But we'll give you put you in the lead. You know I bust balls, but love TV. Absolutely. But without any further ado, joining us from the wonderful state of New Mexico, from the sanctuary of satisfaction, the one and only TD. What's up, brother?
What is up, my man, Johnny? First of all, dude, it is an honor to grace you and all of your listeners with my presence. That's the best, man. It's an honor. And except for Daddy Dutch, he knows me as Daddy. There's all the bears as Daddy, so that's where it comes from. Yeah, no, so what up, my man Dutch? It is still baseball season, at least for this week. It's still baseball season.
Yeah, and of course, he already starts. Yeah, go Pack, go. All right, sorry, TV. At least he was cordial
He's a little premature. A little premature celebration here. It happens to the best of us.
No, of course it is. Itching for doing that, itching. But no, we're here, and it's good. It's good. So, brother, and everyone listening, we're talking to TD tonight because he has been one busy-ass boy. And we're going to get into the whole thing of what is going on in his world right now, in the process of the new world headquarters of TD's Brew BBQ. And we're going to get the whole story on, why everything happened, how everything happened, and the different avenues he's going to get this done. So first off, TD, before we get into that, what's going on with all the seasonings and the sauces? You know, I know Daddy Dutch, he swears by that sauce, the the Southern mustard, which is hands down the best mustard sauce on the planet. And I have to agree with him. And oddly enough, I just happen to have a bottle of it sitting right here.
Yeah, there it is, man. I'm gonna peek its pretty little head out.
Brought that out to pack this weekend to bring down to the comp. And I think there you go. I think I have one more bottle of the Atomic Pineapple. So I'm gonna have to get with you, and we're gonna have to get an order in and restock all the goodness. But what's going on with the latest in the seasonings and the sauces? I know you had expanded into pickles, jalapenos, cowboy candy type stuff. So what's going on with the product line?
Well, man, I got up to about 20 products, here recently. 4 sauces, the rest seasonings, and I had 6 pickled products, I apologize, which were smoked olives, smoked pickles, campfire candy, which is my version of cowboy candy. You just can't call it that because somebody's got a trademark on that one. I found that one out the hard way. And
got a little letter, did you?
Campfire candy. Yeah, I got an email. Yeah, I got an email one day.
Okay.
But and besides, I don't know why this is in an email, dude. Your branding sucks. If it's you, by the way, I just want you to know. Like, your branding sucks for cowboy candy. Like, do something about that. Like, for real. But anyways, what I was getting at was, the smoked pickles, the campfire candy, and then I have some other things that we haven't released yet. Those are the things that I make, that I can make in my new facility that we're really trying to get in there and really expand the private stock line. Which the private stock is my stuff that comes around basically semi-annually. For the most part, I keep a pretty good rotation of certain products. So like the Carne Sutra line, I have the spicy Carne Sutra and the jalapeno line. They did rotate. So I always kept Carne Sutra in stock, and then I rotated the jalapeno and rotated the spicy with each other. And now I've actually gotten to a point where I can bring the spicy in full time. And so the spicy will be pretty much available full time once we get into our new facility here. And but the best thing about this time of the year right now is it's not just Hatch chili season right now. It's very, very close to that season, and that gets New Mexicans like me really, really excited. But because we get the Hatch chili, we get to roast it, dude. You smell it everywhere, the grocery stores, everywhere. So that's one of the best things about this time of the year. But what I'm saying is the Lee County Fair and Rodeo, which is where I'm at, I think this is the 91st. It's a big fair and rodeo. They put on PRCA rodeo, all this stuff. Well, every year, I grew up around here, so every year that's where we went to. We had show animals and spend basically a week. We spent all summer preparing for a week of our lives from the time I was 9 to 19 for this week. And then so now I'm out there again voluntarily slinging sauce and tossing some shake out there. But I do release an annual product that is the Fair and Rodeo Fajita. And because that's what it reminds me of when I'm out there at the Fair and Rodeo is the fajitas. Because there was always a booth that was just grilling up skirt steak. And they give you a piece of skirt steak on a tortilla with some guacamole and some pico de gallo. That's it, man. And that was always my favorite thing. And so so I make a fajita seasoning, basically what reminded me of that fajita out there. And so we're going to actually do the pre-sale a week early this year. And then it will only be available at the Fair and Rodeo. So the pre-sale, you'll have to be on the newsletter to get it. It starts next Friday.
Okay. All right. And Ashley, what's happening, honey? And Jesse Val.
Oh, is that my wife?
No, that's Dutch's daughter.
Oh, different wife,
Ashley.
different Ashley.
Yeah. Right. Jesse's like, hey, Johnny and TD, that Carne Sutra, fire, brother.
Thank you.
Which it is. It is. Woohoo! Nasty in a good way possible. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The newest products. So I actually just got approval today. So you're actually probably the second person I've told.
Hold on.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah, we'll get to that.
Hold on.
Jump
got another comment.
Premature celebration. Damn it, Daddy Dutch. It's contagious. Oh, it is.
I'm
my
here
wife.
too.
There she is. Okay, there she
Oh,
is.
that's
my
funny.
wife.
That's funny.
Mhm.
All right. Premature. What are we talking?
Oh no! I actually just got word today from my butcher shop that we got approval from USDA today on our 4 carne sutra bratwursts that will be available once my new retail store opens up. So I can't
Oh,
wait for those, man. They're gonna be
nice.
so fantastic. I do like 1/3 pound brats, man. So like with natural casings. So yeah, dude, these brats don't mess around, dude.
Oh, now you're talking, brother. Now you're talking.
Yeah,
Oh,
dude. The brats to me, man. That's just where it's at, man. You can't beat a good brat, man. You either get a
yep.
good brat or you get an okay brat. Like that's it, man. I think that the worst brat I ever had was good. It's kind of one of
Well,
those things.
well, now that we're talking brats, we just opened the door for who in that chat.
Oh,
He's
for Daddy Dutch.
he's gonna come in and the Lambo brats.
Mm.
I can see it now. I can see the texts in the feed just before they even happen. And then
I
after
know,
that,
man.
my phone's gonna go off and it's gonna have the middle finger emoji text from him.
He doesn't, but he doesn't know. He doesn't know that they stopped selling those brats in late January and February. Now they only sell them in Chicago now.
That's it. Yeah. Can't
Yeah,
get
during
him
playoff
after the
season.
first and second
Can't
weekend
get them.
in
Can't get them.
January.
Can't get them when you're eliminated from. Can't get them when you're eliminated. That's
And
my
I can
favorite
say
joke.
this shit. I can
That's my
say this
favorite joke
shit
to all
now
my Cubs
because the
fans,
Pats
dude.
got to the Super Fair. Oh, did you say
There you
something about
go.
the
There you go.
Cubs? Did you say
Yeah,
something
yeah.
about the
Something about the
Cubs?
Cubs. That's always my favorite joke to send to all my Cubs friends. Come around the first week of October. Like, hey, what's the difference between a hot dog at Wrigley Field and a hot dog at Truist Park? And they're like, I don't know what. I'm like, they don't sell those ones in October.
And then, of course, there's the rebuttal. Fighting words, fucker.
Yeah, my wife is a Cub fan too, so she's a Cub fan.
That's
So yeah,
it.
we always talk about that one.
Yeah. Well, and hold on. See if I was right. The phone just vibrated.
There's your finger.
Oh, send it. All right. You want to have some fun with this one? Hold on. Let me get this in there. He wants to play. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. See, now I'm fucking up my internet. Thanks, Dutch. And I'm going to do this.
I'm hoping that's not me.
No, it's me because it's on the Wi-Fi over here, and now he's going to be sending shit on the phone. So, all right, I'm going to put that down. I'm not going to fuck with it no more, and we should be good.
Yeah, he's not important right now. He's not important right now.
Yeah, and there's Uncle Steve. Ha ha ha. He said, "Beat a good brat." No, absolutely, brother. Absolutely.
Yeah.
The moose, what's happening, brother? Oh, but no, that's exciting. Your own line of brats. Now you're talking,
Yeah.
brother. Now you're talking. Oh, so yeah, and like you said, I forgot about Hatch chili season. And this is like your Christmas. You live for Hatch chilies, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But no,
There's
you
always
can't.
one
You
thing too,
can't
like
beat them.
no, and that's one thing about the hot chilies. Like, I love chilies, man. I love peppers. I love the hot sauces, all the really hot shit too. But like I always say, like my gringo mouth doesn't agree with my New Mexico ass. Or no, yeah, my New Mexico mouth doesn't agree with my gringo ass. Let's put it that way.
Gotcha.
I can't handle all the hot shit anymore, man. Like it just grew out of it. Like it just turned one day on me. Like it was just not good.
Oh, have you noticed that there comes just a certain day and it just pops up, but we can go, cast iron gut for years. And all of a sudden, that one day you have, and it could be simple as a little table pepper. And it goes, what the hell just happened?
Mine was the Hell Puff challenge. That was it, man. I ate a bag of hot Cheetos, like the hottest Cheetos you could get. And we had to eat them so fast. I don't even remember, dude, but that was the worst night of my life. And the morning, the next day was pretty bad too. So at least about 36 hours.
Yeah. No, I hear that. So by like I said, by the sounds of everything and the visuals of everything, the posts, everything's going great. And you're still the old road warrior. You're putting the windshield time in and boots on the ground and hands in hands and all this stuff. You're still on the grind, which is good to see. It's slowed down a little bit as of late, and we are going to get into it. Are you ready to get interrupted here?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hello,
hey, what up,
Dutch.
What up, TD? How are you, brother?
We're doing great, man. It's been a while, dude. Been a while.
What are you on?
It's too long, my friend. Too long.
What are you on?
Yes, sir.
Come on, rookie.
Yeah, let's get out of rookie mode here real quick. I feel like I'm in the Braves AAA organization. Feel like
well, your internet sucks.
Yeah, dude. This is more like a Cubs organization here, dude. I don't know about you.
Oh, come on now.
When the Braves get airtime,
Dummy sent it to me. He sent it to me as a text message instead of on Messenger, so I couldn't get it to my iPad.
Oh, Jesus Christ. You want it on your goddamn... Send it to your own self now. Forward it from your text message.
I couldn't figure it out. I'm not that damn literate. Get off my ass.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I have to... Damn, just because I'm the host doesn't mean I have to do goddamn everything around here. Here,
you know what?
Then we'll do this.
No.
There he is.
Hey, listen. I'm only here for a second because, Johnny, I told you last week I almost asked you when you were going to have TD on to get the update on the building, and then I got the notification today, and I'm like, perfect.
Yeah.
So,
right.
TD, congratulations, best of luck, buddy. We like busting each other's balls, all in fun. But
well, you bust my balls. I don't think you have any balls to bust.
Oh, hold on. Let me get them out. I'm old. I'm old. I got to pick them up off the ground now.
Hold on. I'll take you. Hey, Kathy.
Yeah, thank you.
Hey, Kathy. Dutch needs something.
You're going to have to make a trip down here, bro. You're going to have to make a trip down here, man, and check it out.
In a couple weeks, I'm going to be out in Austin, but I think of you every time I hear a Bob and Tom clip. They have a comedian on, and they talk about Hatch chilies being the state's aroma of New Mexico, and every time I hear that, I think of you. So,
yes, sir. That's exactly what it is. It's everywhere,
brother. I am glad you are doing well.
Thank you.
And I will now return you back to your regularly scheduled program. So,
thanks, Dutch. It was great to see you, man.
Do I still have it? I got it. It's got to be here somewhere. The picture of all of us at HEB holding TD Brew and BBQ products.
Yeah. When we found your sauces at HEB. Here we go.
Yeah, a little while ago, huh? Yeah, dude, I actually think that was even during COVID too, or something like that.
No,
you guys...
it was.
Was it? No,
it was close. I think it was just after COVID.
That was either 21 or 22. 21 or 22. So,
yeah.
All right.
February 23rd, 2023, 11:57 a.m. Central Time.
23.
Hey, that's what the timestamp says.
Okay.
Wow.
All right.
I still have it. Okay, good.
Peace, boys.
Thanks, man.
That's
it. Later.
I had to do all that work for that. Damn. See, he makes me work, man. I'm telling you. Simon, what's happening, brother? I was trying to get a word in edgewise with Dutch. You know how that goes. But now that, like you said, he gave you the congratulations. So, and like I said, you've been busy. The new world headquarters of TD's Brewing Barbecue. Let's get the rundown from the old location, what led to the new location, kind of the different things you've been going through in this learning process. And, hell, we'll even talk about the day you ripped the face of the building down with the
Yeah.
front end loader.
Yeah.
So
Man,
have
yeah,
at
it
it,
has been
brother.
a while. It has been it's been a project, man, for sure. And a matter of fact, that was one of the questions that one of the guys with the state of New Mexico asked me about this time last year. Was this seems like it's a pretty big, good sized project. Is this something you think you can handle? And I just wanted to be like, dude, we've already been here for a year already, dude. Like, you think I'm gonna give up now? Like, it was kind of one of those things. But yeah, the thing is that this project isn't anything that we really haven't done before. My dad's a general contractor. What we're doing now, this is kind of his forte. So I kind of reached around in my melon one day, coming up with ideas of how I can expand and what I can do, and kept trying to figure out ways to get my dad to build me something where I could build something and use my dad as my contractor and expand with the company and do this, ways to get other people involved too. And then about 2 years ago at the Ferrum Rodeo, which is coming up in a couple of weeks here, a guy approached me after he sampled the product, purchased some product, and he says, "Are you interested in scaling your business?" And I said, "Yeah. What can you do for me?" And he says, "I'm with the state of New Mexico. I'm at the economic development. I can get you free money." And he handed me his card. And I'm going, free money, dude. This isn't going to happen. And the good thing is that the best part and the worst part was he told me he was going on vacation starting next week for 2 weeks. So this was like 3 weeks that I had to go before I could talk to this guy. So I kind of hit up ChatGPT and Google and just started looking up, what does this mean? What can this do? And it just kind of seemed like it was going to be good. But he gave me the paperwork. Finally, after about 3 weeks, we talked and I filled it out. And the thing was, it was just more like I filled it out based on what I do per minute times 24 hours a day times 365 days a year. This is how big of a facility I need. This is how much product I can move. This is how much it's going to cost me for this. And basically just put the business plan down for a couple years. And I gave it back to him. And then a couple of weeks later, they call me and he's like, "Hey, guess what? You're approved. And not only are you approved, you just got approved for the maximum amount of allowable reimbursement grants, which was about $150,000. So that was pretty awesome. So again, after we moved forward through 2 years through this project, at one point, I think about 6-8 months ago, I told them, I said, maybe you should start telling people it's the incentive to grow your business instead of free money. It just kind of sounds better. And that's because that's the way I see it now, is that it was the incentive that I didn't understand. And so, yeah, you gotta build it in order to get it back. So it's not like they're just going to give me cash. There's stipulations and things I have to do. So the main reason why the state of New Mexico wants it is because I'm manufacturing, warehousing, and distributing product. And so not only that, in the inside city limits, you would have to have a retail store. So then it would make it as a GRT, which is our sales tax. So of course, New Mexico wants you to build businesses and create jobs for employees so that you can get taxes and stuff like that. But they're willing to give you the money so that way you can go ahead and start creating the business. And so that's where I'm at right now, is I'm in the construction phase of this, which is the biggest portion of the whole thing. So once I get certificate of occupancy, then that's when my grants start kicking in. The most unfortunate part is that I have had a construction loan this whole time. So the longer, so you're still paying on that loan while this is going on. So once I start getting money here pretty soon, it will change the way things go. But that's pretty much where I'm at now. So my facility is about just shy of 5,000 square feet. That is a 30 by 30 kitchen inside there, clean room, and then a 25 by 30 retail store. And then there is a I want to say 15 by 30 patio. and with the drive-through through, and we can get to that in a minute there. What I'm building in, then the warehouse would be in the back part of it as well, which is pretty good size. And so the drive-through portion, the retail store will be open before the drive-through portion does. But once I get the retail portion open, then the drive-through will open, and that's when we're ready to start rocking and rolling for the ready to grill drive-through.
The ready to grill drive-through. This is now we've been talking here and there, and this week and everything, and catching each other whenever we have a second to breathe. This is the first I've heard of the ready to grill drive-through. Yeah. What is the ready to grill drive-through, and this is where the brats come into play?
That is part of it, yes, sir. That's where the brats come in. So as you drive through the facility, you won't even have to get out of your car. The plan is to be greeted by one of my car hops, which I think that's what I'm going to have to call a car hop. I'm not sure, but you'd be greeted by one of my barbecue car hops, I guess. And basically you could place your order just like you would at pretty much any regular drive-through. And then at the end of the drive-through, another colleague would be over there that would basically load your vehicle as you pulled out. So just imagine rolling home and being able to, like, I don't know, to me, it's just more like going home and having a beer while you're grilling is a lot more relaxing than going to a really nice restaurant and having a steak. Like I would much rather go home and have a beer and have a drink and then have a steak or something cooked with the wife and the kids. Just a lot easier thing. But a lot of times of course it's not that big of an inconvenience, but that's the whole point is you have to go into the grocery store, and you can go in the grocery store, but then you got to get certain charcoals and you got to do all that stuff. My point is to basically take everything out of that, so that way you could run through my drive-through, pick up everything you need, or even place your order ahead of time and have it come through and we can load it up for you. Include all the way from the charcoal all the way up to the fresh frozen ready to grill brats. And new sauces, new seasonings, limited releases, and seasonal items as well rolling through there. So once I bring everything in, all my manufacturing in-house, then that's the whole point, is to create somewhat of what a fast food style drive-through menu where it can be rotated, but using my own products.
Okay, that's badass, dude. I like that. That's awesome. Yeah, can I get
eventually?
Can I get a large number 1 with some hatch chilies, a bag of 40 pounds of charcoal? I need a carne sutra. I need a carne sutra hot. I need an atomic pineapple and a mustard sauce, and throw the OG in there for the fun of it. And 2 packs of frozen brats, and out it comes. Dude.
Yeah, man. On your way over to Daddy Duck's house, and you guys are ready to grill out and watch the Bears pummel the Packers, dude. Just like that, dude.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's the plan. And then eventually the plan is to create smaller franchise versions. Okay. And this would be the manufacturing, warehouse, and distribution center for them, for this region in this area here. And oddly enough, man, I've been pushing on this idea for a long time. So when I was a little kid, we went through a drive-through package. See, in New Mexico, you can't have drive-through package. So I don't plan. So again, I don't plan on doing alcoholic beverages for the brew part. It'll be different stuff. I plan on doing my teas and my lemonades. So I plan on canning and then canning and having them ready to go and can 6-packs, 12-packs, cases, et cetera, stuff like that. And then even then, some items would be available wholesale, which is what I do right now. I wholesale to certain stores in the areas. And then that's kind of the whole point, is to use that to keep going. Then eventually we bring it all in-house, and we control not just where it goes, but how it comes out. So, and we can control the entire direct-to-consumer process while being a full vertical integration in the TD's Brew BBQ experience.
Oh, nice. Now, through this process, I know you had told me, but for some reason I can't remember shit about this right now. You're in the process of building the new facility. Are you still at the old facility, or did you have to come up with something in order to, keep production up of your products?
Yeah, man. So I did get extremely lucky Dios. I did get extremely lucky over the past, about 6 months ago is when it ended, but my stretch of luck ended about 6 months ago. Or 7 months ago, let's put it that way. Yeah, so the facility that we owned from our previous business that we had, which is in the oil field service, we sold all the equipment and we retained the facility, and that's where I was producing my product in a clean room in that area. And so I could get trucks in and out, no big deal. Big semi trucks coming in and out. We had forklifts, et cetera, et cetera. It was pretty simple to keep it in there. We just created a clean room, got inspected, boom, and was done with that. And so then we didn't have to, but we decided to sell the facility. And the owner of the facility told me that I could stay there until I got my project done because I was working on this project. And he's like, hey, you can stay there until you get your project done. And well, about a year later, 14 months later to be exact, he decided that I had been there long enough and basically asked to pay rent. And we kind of had a pretty good discussion, but he decided to turn it around a little bit. And I said, you know what, man, no big deal. I tell you what, I'll be out by the first of the year. That this is around December 5th. And like Christmas came around, my busiest time of the year. I was right at the end. I'm like, I need 2 or 3 weeks to get this done. Christmas is coming. Boom, I'll be out by the first of the year. And so my shop at my house, my parents built a wall. My dad's a general contractor. He built a wall in my shop to basically where I could park my car and have my garage in a 20-foot by 60-foot space, while the rest of it became the warehouse and fulfillment center, et cetera. And so, yeah, so for the past 8 months, I have been in my shop at my house waiting to get into this facility. So it's been a long time, dude, a long time coming, and I hope to be moving in within the next 30 days.
No, that's nice. That's nice. Now, how fun was it? There was a video a little while back of you and a front end loader, and you picked a fight with the front of a building, and you won. Yeah. How fun was that, ripping that down, the facade?
Oh, dude, it was pretty epic, man. The fact is that when you get to live out like a childhood fantasy, every boy has a childhood fantasy of driving some loader or tractor over a building and just demolishing it to a just pile of rubble. And yeah, I believe it or not, in construction, pretty much my entire life, that's all my dad's ever done. We've never gotten to do this. I've never gotten to demolish a building before. So this was pretty awesome. And the owner of the, so once I got the building and was able to get, that was a whole year-long process in itself, because the building was originally donated to the city of Lovington by the company that was in there because they had no further use for it. And then the city of Lovington decided that they had no further use for it, so they put it up for auction. And that's when I came in and basically got it at a cheap price. They basically sold me the property for about $25K. And I was able to demolish the building. The only problem was I didn't anticipate asbestos being in the building, so it cost me $30,000 to tear it down. So it was 100% worth it. The fact that I got to rip it up at first until I broke the window in the excavator, and then I'm like, all right, I got to get out of here. I always break shit. That's why I'm like, nope, no more. I will do this until I break something, and that's exactly what happened, man. I busted the window, and the guy comes over and he's like, I can't say it hasn't happened before. And then like my mom goes, you know, you're gonna have to pay for that, right? I'm like, totally worth it. I don't care. Totally worth it. So if you go on my Facebook page, you could actually see it from first person view because I was wearing meta glasses while I was tearing it down. So it was pretty badass.
You know, it was cool. It was cool. Randy Salinas, Big Salinas, what's going on, brother?
Dude.
No, that's cool, man. That is cool.
So this building had been there since I was a kid, man. Like this building, like I remember this building has changed colors 3 times over my life. I remember this building from the time I was a kid till now. And one of the coolest things I remember, and I'm keeping them, I just haven't done anything with them yet. But basically the fence in front of the building, like for the property line, is a bunch of chains, and the chain links are about 3 foot long, and they're probably about a good, I don't know, good 12-inch diameter chain or something. They're like an anchor from like a boat or something.
Yeah, ship
like a
chain.
giant tanker boat. Yeah, that's exactly, I think, what it is. And they're welded together, and they've been painted white and blue and everything. So I eventually am going to end up taking those and painting them black and trying to get them where they look better, because it looks so cool out there. Because that's the one thing I was like, I got to keep this, because that's the only thing I remember about this building from the time I was like 5 years old until then. So.
No, absolutely. You know, the building changed, and obviously brand new building, but you have that part of the nostalgia of, you know, the history of the town, and that property being there. So that's pretty cool. That's definitely cool. You know, because that'll be what people are gonna say. Oh, hey, that's the same fence, the chain fence that was at this place, and you know, oh, when my dad was a kid, that fence was still there. It was this color. You know,
exactly.
You get the story, the history lesson coming back and down. Oh, that's bad. Man. That's cool. That's cool. So how much bigger is this than the old facility?
Oh, it's at least a little over double. My other one was probably just shy of about 2,000 to 2,500, which is where I was total space.
Mm-hmm.
And now I will be somewhere a total of about 4,800 to about 5,000.
Okay.
So it's going to be pretty good size.
Nice. Oh yeah, no, because like I said, I remember you'd go live here and there. Oh, literally, you got Metallica, blasting in the background,
or the Braves
and
game, AM
that
radio.
machine, and that machine is running, and you're just you're doing the labels and everything, running the machine, and packing the boxes as the conveyor keeps filling up, showing the one man show, doing it all, bro. But
yeah, man, and that's the whole point, is that to not be the one man show anymore. That's the whole reason why I'm doing it, is because the whole point is to create jobs. And so if I'm on the hook and under a contract to create jobs, then I'm going to have to start delegating jobs as soon as I get into this new place. And that's just something that I haven't been able to do over the few years. I mean, I've had a couple guys come and go and help me here and there, and they've been great employees. I didn't have enough to keep them around all the time, or I didn't have a place for them to go all the time. So when I brought it back in here to my house, it was kind of like, I'm not going to have somebody show up at my house every day. And it's just kind of, I'm not going to do that anymore. And so now once I get this, then I'll get the hiring process. And I had a meeting with the economic development representatives today from the state. And they basically were like, have you started your hiring process yet? And I'm like, no, I haven't started the process, but I know exactly what's going to happen. I'm like, I just need to get facilities so I can bring these employees here. And so that's it, man. So soon.
Good. And I know you had another meeting earlier. Last week you were telling me, and the stars aligned that you couldn't have asked for a better scenario to play out on this day of the meeting, because it was the big wigs of the state, and they're coming back, and that building site was jumping.
Dude, all hands on deck, man. It was like the
electricians, plumbers, drywall is concrete. Everybody was there. Things were flying as they were driving through. So, man, you couldn't have scripted that one better.
It was great, man. When I got that text that morning from my contractor. He says, it was actually my mom, and she says, you got a full house today. It's all hands on deck over here. And I went over there, and I'm like, oh my God, yes. And it was like an hour before the meeting was about to start, and I'm like, all right, cool. So hopefully everybody drives by, sees that this place is rocking today, and they're gonna want to come see it. And they did. They just didn't have time to come look at it on Friday, so they made another trip to come back today to come see it.
Okay. Good.
Yeah, so they have to drive it. They have to drive 90 miles to come to this area. This is their territory. So we're 90 miles from their office. So it's not exact. I mean, it is a day trip, but it's not exactly something that you could just say, hey, we're going to go look at this today and then be gone all day, you know? So,
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. That's awesome. So within this whole process, has there been any hiccups? You know,
oh, yeah.
you always run into this, you always run into that, or you get an overzealous town employee who, who goes, oh, hold on, no, you need a 1/4 inch more of this pipe, and it has to be a fluorescent pink pipe with an elbow fitting and to straighten it out. It's like, any of those stories?
No, I haven't had anything like that. Not at this. It's been, I mean, like I said, this is kind of my dad's forte. So I basically tell him what I want and how we do it. I show up, we make sure everything's good. But yeah, my dad pretty much leads on this. And so like we have done everything from the demolition to the dirt work to the concrete to the steel erection. That's been us completely. Because that's what we do. My dad's a general contractor here, so that's what he's been doing for 30, 40 years. And so this has been a really good thing because, like I said, there is a budget. We got to stay under the budget. This kind of works out, kind of helps out a lot here. And not only that, he is a local company. So I am employing a local company, which was the whole point of this project, was to use as many people in the local community as possible. Mm-hmm. So the lumber yard down the street, the plumber, I went to high school with the plumber. In high school, we had plenty of days sitting there talking about hot rods and girls and not barbecue and plumbing, I've known him for that long. And then the guy who the electrician, his wife was the elementary school teacher for 2 of my 3 girls. So so it's a pretty small, tight-knit community. The guy works concrete with my guy, graduated from here too. So we try to use, my bank is down the street. So it's kind of my insurance lady right down the street too. So it's all independents, mostly trying to use all the people in the community as much as possible. My garage door guys, they had to come from Texas. That's the closest and the only place that we could get it from over there. But again, another small business over there that we're using, et cetera, et cetera. But as far as hiccups go, man, there was asbestos. That was the biggest one when we went to tear it down, because had I known there was asbestos, then I could have probably negotiated the deal with the city when I was trying to buy it first. Because they had it up for auction and I was the only one trying to get it. But the wording in the contracts weren't exactly right. So they were having to go back and forth. So it took 8 months to get this one right. And then finally, when we get it right, I have to go into my accountant and be like, okay, here's what we need. We have to audit this. We have to do this. We have to do this. And she's like, it's April. She's like, do you realize that this is not happening for at least 8 weeks, And she's like, I can get to it, but it's going to be the end of May. And I'm like, okay, because everyone else was just like, dude, go away. They had no time. They didn't care. It didn't matter. But yeah, dude, going to an accountant in April for anything is very difficult. But yeah, so I did that. That was one of the other hiccups. And then one of the other crazy hiccups is that paperwork got sent to the state, and the state specialist, which is the local economic development association, he's he's the bean counter, I guess. I can't remember what his title was. He says, if you can get this paperwork to me by Thursday at noon, I'm going on vacation. This is the week before July 4th last year. Okay. July 4th wasn't it a Friday or something last year? Yeah. It's a week before July 4th. And I'm like, okay, done. So Thursday morning, 9 a.m., dude, it's in his mailbox. And then I get an email back before noon. He says, I'll get back to it when I get on vacation. Bro, this dude took 21 days vacation, man. I am not kidding. He didn't even come back to work until late July. Oh my God. I was like, how can you be gone this long? Any other job in the world, if you're gone that long, dude, you'd be replaced. But evidently, this guy must be that good. But whatever happens, takes all of us there. But yeah, he took a whole month, and we were just waiting for him to go over it so he could just stamp of approval, and then we were good to go. Good to start moving forward. Like, we could tear it down. We could do this. We could do all this stuff. Nope. Wait. Finally comes back. And then he's like, I can meet with you guys on this day. Dude, it's like 10 days later. And I'm going, I can't do that day. So I finally got him to Friday of that week. I'm like, oh, good, we can do this.
We can
I'm
do
like,
that.
I am not waiting 10 more days, dude. Like, this is ridiculous. But yeah, so finally went through that, got that. And then once we got through it and the property was appraised and everything, it's in a flood zone, like the zone 1 of a flood zone, like the worst area, 100-year flood, like the worst possible thing. So we had to raise the foundation over 13 inches to get the building to be up out of the flood zone. So again, that's contractor work. That's what we do. So my dad did 90% of that work himself. He's out there on the tractor. He's out there on the roller. He's out there hauling dirt back and forth. Yeah, dude, my dad just pretty much did all of it. And that's, like I said, that's his forte, which is what I've been trying to do, is get this ball in our court so that we can do what we're doing. And I kind of think that the people in the community are like, which one's going to be open first, TD's or the Wendy's down the street? And that's kind of the one thing, like right now, people are like, it seems like you guys are going super fast. Wendy's, man, they're slow as hell. And I'm like, I don't know how long Wendy's has been going at it, but I can tell you how long we have. So,
oh God.
Other than that, man, really nothing else has happened. Yeah, we haven't run into any other issues. The garage door guy put the door opener on the wrong side. The plug-in's on the right side of the door. He put the door on the right. So today he was over there changing it. But yeah, that's pretty much it, man. Haven't really had any other issues other than that. But It was just a long, drawn-out process of what it was.
Good. No, that's badass. Like I said, you've been busting your ass since it's from the first time you and I were introduced, and like I said, windshield time constantly, boots on the ground, getting in front of people, there was a time there, it was like, okay, what state is TD in today? Okay, he's in Texas. Oh, he's in Louisiana, or Oklahoma, and you're putting the miles in. But no, man,
I'm hoping to be like that again soon. I'm hoping to be like that again soon, man. I do. Getting this place going and open, like that's kind of what I tell some people. They're like, well, how long is it going to be once you get open? And I'm like, well, it's just going to depend. Like I am an operating business right now. Like, so once I get in and get set up, I still have to operate while I'm getting set up, get back in the flow, figure all that shit out. And then I can start worrying about getting it open. And of course, this is the time of the year where most of my co-packing clients, I think in the past 2 weeks, I've had like 5 co-packing clients like re-up on most of their stuff. So yeah, this is definitely going to be a busy time. They want to make sure they're getting everything in and getting it done so in time to have a stock for Christmas. And so again, on top of everything else, dude, I do pack. I have about a dozen customers I co-pack for. So on top of that too. So yeah.
No, and Randy says it best, your TD's journey is inspiring. No, 100%. 100%. Well,
I started this to restore a car, man. Dude. That was all it was about, was my Chevelle, dude, for the first couple of years. So yeah.
Hold on, because I'm surprised I haven't got a text message saying, read my goddamn question. But I've been waiting for this question because little does he know it is a true segue into it. But he's going to throw another question out. We'll hit this, but then we'll get to the first one. Have you spoken to Moose recently?
No, I actually haven't. It's been recently, defining recently, I want to say it was about 6-8 months ago, like just a couple texts back and forth. Yo, dude, just bullshitting. I'm one of those people, man, like, not very many people go a long time without hearing from me. It's like, if I think of somebody, dude, it's just kind of one of those things like, yo, what up, dude? Like,
that's it. Yeah.
It's just one of those things, man. Like, I'm like that. But yeah, I was thinking about Moose, and I hit him up one day, and basically was just kind of, hey man, how's everything going? Whatever. He's doing catering and stuff out in California, doing his own thing. His kids are growing up. So he's got like 4 or 5 kids, I think. I can't remember. But his kids are growing up. He's a deputy sheriff. So yeah. So he's a pretty busy guy. He's a pretty busy guy right now. So yeah, but that was kind of the thing. But yes, he's doing well. So thanks for asking, man. I'm sure he appreciates it.
Cool. All right. Now back to the original question. Like I said, little did he know that this question is to break your balls and probably mine at some point along this conversation, but it's going to be a perfect segue into other things. So here it is. Question for TD. What number chrome highlights are you using? So obviously he's breaking.
It's not chrome. It's platinum.
Platinum. Ooh.
Yeah. And you got to ombre. I think that's what the ladies call it, right? Like the ombre, like it's got the stripes in it. Yeah,
stripe. There you go. Yeah, no,
I know, man. That's what happened, dude. Like I basically almost disappeared for like 5 years, guys. Like I have done nothing but work on the future and what's going, and it's all starting to come to fruition. And this is the fucking side effect of it, man. It's like what is it? I was bleach blonde until I was 15. And then after that, I turned basically really dark brown hair until I was somewhere right around 30. And then it started going gray again, which I kind of thought it was going blonde, like it wanted to go back to its natural state, like it was tired of being brown. It was like, let's go blonde. And then I think we passed the blonde and kind of just turned into this silver fox. Silver fox.
There you go, the silver fox. Kevin Hernandez, my pizza burning. What's up, brother? What's up, homies? But with the segue as far as that goes with the chrome, with everything that's been going on, it just happens to be all going on when you finally get the Chevelle back. You know what I mean?
Dude. Man, that was a journey in itself. It's good, man. I get a few days of throttle therapy here and there. I get to take it out. It's nothing special when it comes to the power. It's just it gets me from point A to point B, and it looks fucking sick doing it. And I feel great driving it, man. So, dude. If you're not familiar with the story, back in February 2000, I was given a 1967 Super Sport Chevelle for my high school graduation. The only downfall was it was a pile of shit and I had to do all the restoration on it. And so I did work on it here and there, got most of the work done in the first year, went to college, life happened, wife, kids, etc. Ran into my house when the brakes went out, had to fix the house first, didn't fix the car, had kids, etc. Life happened, and then came back and back to New Mexico and spent all my money out off-road racing, actually. So I put my money into all my off-road car racing, off-road, and realized that I don't have the melon for that. I can't be sloshed around that much. It definitely caused some issues. But which I probably relate to why I do what I do now. Just because that's probably what happened. I probably caused some severe brain damage at one point. Because I definitely remember sitting on the couch looking at the TV with my eyes closed for a whole day going, oh my God, what happened? But anyways, back to the thing. But yeah, the Chevelle, dude, I cruise it around here and there. Usually, I probably spend more time washing it than I do driving it. And then it was kind of sad. It kind of embarrassed me the other day. But I had to work on it yesterday. But kind of embarrassed me on Saturday. My youngest daughter's boyfriend was coming over helping her detail her car, and they were inside my shop, and he's like, she's like, can you come show him your car? Can you come start it up for him? And he drives a Mustang, so he's into hot rods and stuff too. And I start it up, and I go to start it up, and the battery's dead for the first time in like 4 years. Like first time in 4 years, the battery's dead, and it's inside a box in the trunk. So I had to open the box inside the trunk to get to the battery to jump in. So I'm like, oh, this is ridiculous. And as I started, I'm not sure if I caused it at this, but I'm not sure if I let the pump prime the fuel injectors enough, but I hit the starter. And when I did, it kind of cranked a little excessively, and then it started, and I was kind of like, what's going on? And when I got out, I think I blew the fitting off of the fuel line. So I had to fix the fuel line yesterday. So it's back to normal now, but I had to fix it yesterday, and I'm gonna have to get some new fittings for it. But yeah, kind of pissed me off, dude, because like the one time somebody wants to check it out and I get to show it off, dude, she kind of let me down, dude.
Plunks it. No. Oh, there's Tom. there's a trend. Run a car into a house, heavy machinery into a building. Yeah, you got to have your fun. It's toys, man.
It's called,
old,
called experiences.
That's it. And it's our toys. The only difference between our toys and the kids' toys is the price.
Yeah.
Ours has a few more zeros on them. Jeff Cohen, what's happening, brother?
And your mental state when you're operating them.
Yep. And there's Jeff from the Baseball and Barbecue podcast.
My dude, Jeff.
That,
and the Braves are going through the Mets annual collapse. No, yeah.
There he goes.
Right
Braves
now,
suck. Yep.
We're going through the annual summertime Mets collapse.
Yeah, but no.
Yeah, dude, Jeff and I talk shitty to each other all the time. Every time he sends me the crying Mr. Met, I send him the Chipper Jones. I think that's the only way we communicated for like 3 days. Just the same gifts back and forth. So, yeah, those guys are great, man.
Oh, no, dude, like you said, you have those moments, you're, let me start the car up. And, we were talking the other day. I had the exact same damn thing happen to me. It wasn't to, show it off to, anybody. But like I was saying, Mrs. Maggs and I just had our 19th anniversary back in middle of June on the 19th. Yeah,
congrats. But my wife and I was, Friday, I think it was? That's what I told you. Like, when you called, I'm like, yeah, dude, my wife and I today's the 19th-year anniversary of the day we met. Yeah, so, they're right around there. So.
And we had gotten married up Konya Bike Week back in 2008. Mm-hmm. First off, do you know how hard it is to tuck and properly position a wedding dress on the back seat of a Harley Davidson Fat Boy?
No, but I know that I can tell that she made it fucking work.
She made it fucking work. Absolutely. He did. So, like I said, everyone's like, your wedding, how many people did you have? We got the new house. I drove it from the old house to the new house to this house on the day of closing and put it in the garage. And whenever the kids were old enough to, basically take care of themselves, stay home on their own and do shit, the bike's there. We can get back out to riding and all that. So I'm like, someday the 18th anniversary is coming up. So I told her, I go, hey, you want to spend the anniversary up at Bike Week? Yeah, that'll be great. That sounds like awesome. A good time. Yeah, we'll check that. So I break her out.
Did you make her wear the wedding dress again?
No. That's still sitting in the closet, though. I know exactly where that is.
Should have made her nope, you have to wear the wedding dress again all week.
No.
On the bike.
Yep.
You have 19 years.
Yeah. So I break it out, right? So I need air in the tires. So my neighbor, he rides down the bottom of the hill here. Call him out. I'm like, yo, you pressure for the tires? He goes, yeah, come on down. So like I said, the bike's running. And like I said, it's been a while. So I was literally letting it run a while just to kill some of the gas. So then go down there, get the air, and run to the gas station, fill her up with fresh go-go juice. And so we get down to my neighbor's house, put it in the driveway, shut it off. We break the compressors out. We're shooting the shit for about 15 minutes. Okay, let me go get gas. Dead battery. Literally just took it off the trickle, had it running in the driveway, brought it literally 50 yards, TD, down to the bottom of this little hill. And boom, dead in the driveway. Next thing you know, I'm running down to Concord to get the new battery, coming in, trying to change a motorcycle battery with these fucking things. Not the easiest thing in the world to do. These little nut catches that you got to pain in the ass. Lost one of those. Had to borrow it off a different bike to get it going. But no, the same thing. I try to make this plan and the goddamn thing won't stop. I'm like,
they're so good at fucking you like that, man. They're
Yes.
so good at fucking you like that.
Mhm.
Like you spend all this time working on it and you show up to the race and it fucking dies.
Yep.
I've
Yep.
been there too, dude. Like, show up to the race and you can't race because the car's broke. I've worked on this thing for 2 weeks.
Yep.
It's
No,
bit-
100%. 100%. But no,
Yeah.
we got it back up and ooh, before you know it, I was scraping floorboards and pipes and knocked the dust off real quick, you know. But
Nice.
no, had a
Hell
great
yeah,
old
dude.
time. But now, on a different note about cars, you told me a killer story about your dad, and he had a what was it, a C10 Chevy C10? Or was it?
A 78 C10 long bed.
Check this
He
story
bought
out, guys. This is wild.
Yeah, and so when I took my car into the fabrication shop, and now it's been back. So this is like 5 years ago now. Not long after that, my dad went to a junkyard, and the guy at the junkyard, he saw this square body back there, and he says, "That's my old truck. He's the same color. I could tell." He's like, "I could tell it was my truck." First truck I bought brand new back in 1978. My dad thought I paid too much money for it. He's like, but I bought it brand new. I can't remember. I think he said he paid like $5,000 for it or something. I can't remember what he said it was. But he said his dad told him it was too much money. It was a waste and da 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 da. Well, anyways, he at some point he sold it or whatever. And the guy says, he says, "That's my old truck out there at the junkyard." The guy says, "No, it's not." And he says, "I bet you it is." And they just keep talking shit and they come up with a little wager. Like, if it's mine, it's my truck. I can have it. And he's like, "Yeah, if it's yours, you can have it." And he says, "If it's not, I can't remember what they said, whatever happened." But my dad he goes, "Well, how are you going to be able to tell me it's yours?" And he says, it's a single cab. And he says, if you lean the seat forward, there's going to be a gun rack behind the seat where I mounted the gun rack the day after I bought it. And said that if the gun rack isn't there, you're going to see the holes that I drilled for the gun rack. And they went back there and they opened it up, and the gun rack was still behind the seat of the fucking truck. So my dad got his original 78 C10. I think it's a 78. It could be 79, but I'm pretty sure it's 78 C10 pickup. C10 pickup long bed, and he took it to the fabrication shop where mine was at, and it's been over there since then. And he's done a complete restoration of it. It's just like my car's an LS swap. It's fuel injected LS swap. So I get like 20 miles a gallon in my car. It puts over 300 horses to the ground. Like I said, it's not going to win a lot of races, dude. But hey, dude, it's badass, man. Like, what color is your Chevelle? That's what I usually say when people ask how fast it is. Like, or my buddy likes to give me shit because I have an automatic transmission in it. And he's like, "It's an automatic." And I'm like, "What year's your Chevelle?" So kind of one of those things. But yeah, my dad, he's had it over there. They redid the interior. He found a Tahoe for a donor truck, pulled the motor and trans. It's all in there. So yeah, it'll be a 6-liter, I'm sorry, I think it's 5-liter, 5.3 or 6-liter. I can't remember which one it was. But I think it might be the 5.3 now that I said 6-liter, but the 5.3 liter, like a 350 in it with a 4L80 behind it. And yeah, pretty much body off restoration. He found a new frame, put a new frame under it, took the body's been refabricated, everything, new leather interior. It's gonna be pretty badass. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I think him and my mom got married in 77, I think. So yeah, I think they got married in 77. So next year would be like what is that, 50, 40, 50?
49?
Something like that. That's a long time. 49? Yeah, 49, something like that.
Oh, hold on.
So yeah, September. So they're getting close, yeah.
Yeah, because I was 78. So I'm gonna be 48. No, wait a minute. No, that ain't.
Yeah, so yeah, no, they're coming up on 50, man. They're coming up pretty close. So
yeah.
So yeah, kind of a pretty cool thing.
I'll be 48 this year. So yeah, 49, 50.
Yeah, so he's been having that thing worked on for the past couple of years. He's ready to get it back. He is ready to get it back. So it's gonna be pretty badass, man. It's black, black, and that's the other thing is he's had it basically restored to what it would look like original, except for the interior. He had the interior done in a leather instead of the vinyl. So, but the truck still it'll have the chrome down the sides, like on the square bodies, like it's all the same. So yeah, it's gonna be pretty sweet.
Oh, now Daddy Dutch is going down memory lane. Let's see what he had here. He had a 77 Chevy heavy half with a 427. Love that square body. No, absolutely. And then his dad, 71 Chevelle with a 350 with the Hurst 4-speed shifter and a Corvette valve covers and Corvette center cap on the rally rims.
So, dude, that's awesome. He said that on the wheels.
Hunter green.
Hemi orange. Mine is Hemi orange, dude. My Chevelle is actually Hemi orange with black, black instead of chrome. So I took all the chrome and we had it painted black. So there's no chrome on it, and I had the glass, the windows, they're smoked. So it's almost like having sunglasses on all day. It's pretty great, man. I don't have to have any tint. But yeah, the pigment in the glass is actually smoked, so it's really nice. But yeah, my car, man. Yeah, dude, like I said, not going to win a ton of races, dude, but it gets me there, burns out, it gets squirrely, has a lot of fun. It definitely takes some driving skills to cruise it around. Let's put it that way.
No, absolutely. Yeah, no,
what I was going to say was, sorry, Megs. What I was going to say was he said his dad had the Corvette rally wheels, the Corvette rally center caps on the wheels.
Yeah.
So in '67, the rally wheels were a 14-inch wheel. And if you got in the Corvettes, the rally wheels came with a 15-inch wheel. And so like the wheels that I have on my car that I've had since 2000 are the Corvette ones, which are the 15-inch ones. So they have the cover, they cover the lug nuts, and they're smooth, and it has the two rings, the two lines inside the ring. So the cover is actually, the hubcap's smooth. And so I have that. And then when we had it in the body shop and they were doing the fabrication, we painted them black so I didn't get new wheels. So they're the same wheels, like the 1967 Corvette rally wheels that I have on that car. So yeah.
No, nice. Now I ain't got the hot rod on 4, but my hot rod on 2 is silver and black. And then my other hot rod is plum crazy purple.
Oh, nice. What is that?
That's my smoker. That's my smoker.
Yeah, that's right. Okay.
It's the original plum crazy purple from the 70s Cuda.
That's what I was going to say. So what do you have? I was like, you didn't tell me you had something like a 70s Cuda.
No, I got a backline competition pick.
Nice.
That's what
I didn't know it was purple.
Yeah. No, he had to go to Arizona because they were the only one this store
that would do that purple
was the only one in the country that had the actual plum crazy from the 70s. So he drove out to Arizona, picked it up, came back and blasted it. Yeah. So that's what I say. Awesome. My other hot rod is plum crazy purple. Oh, you got a Cuda? I go, no, I got an Offset.
Yeah, that was that was like, wait a second, what do you got, man? That sounds awesome. Yeah, like I said, mine's Hemi orange. So, and I mean, it's a Chevy, but I like the Hemi orange better than I like the Hooger. And the Hemi is more of a red instead of the Hooger is more of a flatter yellow or orange. I saw a Roadrunner. I saw a Plymouth Roadrunner one time, and it was orange. It was the Hemi orange, and it had the black needle stripes on it. And so that's kind of what I was like. I'm like, okay, dude, this was 20 something years ago, back before I actually painted this car, or orange the first time. And that's exactly what it was. It's like, no, it's got to be orange, the black vinyl top, black stripe. Then I eventually got over it. And then that's when I was like, no, but it'll be the same orange, but it'll just have black accents.
Mm-hmm. No, absolutely. Oh, I love it. I love it, brother. But brother, thank you for the time, my man. Great catching up. Great hearing the story with the shop. I can't wait for the grand opening.
Yeah, dude, you have to come check it out, man. You're going to have to make a trip. You're going to cruise your bike down here with your old lady on the back with your wedding dress. You can just cruise it all the way.
Hey, dude, you never know. That could be a possibility. That could
And
be
not
a
even that, dude. Like
possibility.
you could even roll through. You could roll through the drive-through, dude. We could set her on top of a bag of charcoal, and she could hold the TDs while she holds on to you, and you guys just roll it back, dude.
Dude, that's why I got the saddlebags, baby.
Yeah.
Fill
Yeah,
them
you need to
up
get a
with.
side cart for a grill. You need to get like side cart for a grill. You could grill as you're rolling down the road, man.
Put the sauce in the left bag. Put the
Yeah.
dry seasonings in the right bag. Throw
Yeah.
a bag
There
of
you go.
charcoal. Strap it to the sissy bar in the back.
Yeah. Dude, you could just hit
No,
the rest
no,
areas on your way home and grill out on the way, dude. There you go.
Oh, dude, yeah, we'll do that. No, we'll throw the charcoal on the handlebars because I got the 16-inch apes. So we'll put it like a bedroll. We'll do it like a bedroll. You know what I mean? A bag of charcoal across.
Yeah, that'll work. That'll work.
Hey,
I see
wouldn't
what
be
you're
the first
talking about.
time
I'm
I
with you,
balanced stuff on that tank. There was a few bags
Okay.
of ice and a couple cases of beer balanced on that tank before
Yeah.
during things, you know.
I'm not a bike guy, dude. I figured that one out really fucking quick, dude. I love bikes. Like, I like street bikes, and I want to ride street bikes. I figured that one out quick. My buddy dropped a 400cc dirt bike off at my house, and he's like, learn to ride it. I need a riding buddy. And I'm like, okay. About an hour later, I was on the way to the emergency room.
Mhm.
I'm like, and he's like, this isn't what was supposed to happen. I'm like, yeah, well, this isn't going to happen. So yeah, I figured that one out real quick. I'm not a bike rider.
No. When I got the bike, me and my cousin went out riding, and we got back, and I took him to give it his a shot because I had bought the Fat Boy, and he had the Suzuki Hayabusa. So I took that out.
That's what I was going to say. That's what I want.
Woo! I had let's just say I had some fun on that. And
yeah, I bet.
Let's just say it was in the upper 3 digits. Okay? Wow. It started with a 1, but the other two numbers were on the upper side, closing in on that too. And I'm like, nope. I'm gonna stay with the cruiser. I'm gonna stay with.
Yeah, I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem hitting upper over 100 as long as I got a steering wheel and a seat and 4 wheels. Like, I'm okay with that. I have no problem with that one. I had a 3000 GT in high school at Mitsubishi, and it was a 6-speed. Dude, that thing would do like 90 in third gear. And you still had 2 more to go. It was pretty badass, dude, driving that thing around all the time.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. But, brother, thank you for your time, man. Congratulations with the new shop. And, you made it happen, brother. Obviously luck plays a in it, but so does the grind, man. And God knows, we all know you grind, brother. Yeah. And you deserve everything you got coming, brother.
Well, thank you,
absolutely,
man.
Absolutely.
Like I said, dude, get up every day, and this is what I like doing, man. So it's kind of cool. A couple of years ago, had one of those days where it was like you just wake up and it's like, hey, this is actually fun. I actually like doing this, and then just keep doing it, and then eventually you just got better at doing things, and now it's time to move on, and so now it's time to train the next generation of TDs coming up behind me, dude. Like, that's basically all I could do, man. Train someone to do what I do so I could go do something so I can bring in more work or get more clients or get more employees, dude. Like, I mean, that's the whole goal at the end of the day, is to have more employees. Mm-hmm. And so, yeah, it's a 5-year contract I have with the state that bring in somewhere upwards to 10 to 16 production related jobs. So that's the whole reason why this incentive is coming down the way it is. And that's why it's happening what it is. So getting ready, man. It's just been a good time, and yeah, we'll definitely have to get in touch after we get open, dude. I'll have to, maybe, if you come down here, we'll have to, maybe give you an exclusive podcast.
Hey, we'll make that work, brother. We'll make that work. But brother, where can everybody hit you up? Social medias, emails, the whole nine.
Yo, guys, thanks again for having me again, Mags. tdsbrewandbbq.com. That's TDSBREWAND BBQ.com. Make sure you spell everything out. Same thing, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. TD's Brew BBQ or TD's Brew and Barbecue. If you get to the website, you can sign up for the email list. I do have 2 free digital downloadable cookbooks. One of them, the Halftime Quick Recipe Show. You guys probably all familiar with
Yes,
when the
sir.
Bears would go halftime for about 5 years. Yeah, these are the best recipes of that. There's over 30 recipes in there, including the stadium chop, which is when I would go live during the Braves games, and we would cook like the chopped chili cheese, so that was one fun one, man. Chili dogs, where I used the hot dogs as the meat for the chili. So just seared up the hot dogs and smashed all the hot dogs up and used that for the meat and the chili and made it like a chopped cheese. So anything I could do to insult the Philly cheesesteak on some of these steaks, that's what I was trying to do. So I insulted the Philly cheesesteak, I insulted the chopped cheese, and I made a chili cheese dog. And I'm pretty sure that we have been eating chili dogs wrong. Dead serious, dude. Best chili dog ever, man. You're gonna have to give it a shot, bro.
Sounds it, brother. Sounds it. Hey, maybe I'll break it out this weekend down at the comp. You never know, because we're always sitting around waiting. So might as well fire the grills. God knows there's enough grills and shit around us, cooking vessels.
Yeah, right.
It's not
right.
not lacking that. There's always a fire somewhere down there. But brother, thank you so much. It's always great to catch up with you. You're my brother. I love you. And like I said, brother, you deserve every bit of this. You grind and grind and grind, and it's all paying, baby. All paying.
It's working on it. So thank you, man.
Absolutely.
It's just building, man. This is the fun part right here. And so this is the building phase, man. And again, dude, it's like I had to change everything to get where I'm at right now. And again, we're just going through that change again, dude, getting ready to move forward. So man, I appreciate you having me, and I appreciate make sure you tell Uncle Steve I said hello. Chop on. Make sure you let him know that too. Unless he's already in the chat, chop on, Uncle Steve. I wouldn't have a problem Braves Astros. I wouldn't have a problem Braves Astros again this year. As long as the Braves are there, they're going to beat whoever it is, especially if it's the Astros. So anyways, thanks. Later, Daddy Dutch, Leprechaun. All the old guys, dude. It's been so long since I've talked to like half of you guys, dude.
Right, man?
Man. So thanks again for having me, Max.
Anytime, brother. Anytime. But folks, that's it. Thank you all for tuning in. Catch the video on Facebook and YouTube. On YouTube, hit that subscribe button. You got all the episodes right at your fingertips. Don't miss the notifications. Audio versions, wherever audio podcasts are found, Spotify, Apple, whatever. If it's audio podcast, I'm there. Any questions or comments, please send them to pitlifebbqpodcast@gmail.com. Like always, like, subscribe, rate, and review. Hit that share button. All the boys coming out this weekend for the competition. I will see you there bright and early Friday morning. And we'll put some smoke in the air. And until week, keep the smoke rolling.